So let's once again put our hands over our hearts just to start and close our eyes. Take a breath and relax. Open your heart to the love. And if you feel like it during this meditation, you can let your head just go back and forth gently from side to side. Because that's stimulating the kundalini, it's stimulating the pineal and pituitary. It's stimulating your whole chakra system. It's opening up that God connection. And as we breathe and relax, as we connect with Metatron and Ariel, the angel of nature, the angels of sweetness, with Jesus and Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Joseph the Father, as we connect with ourselves as that holy infant, that child of the Most High, being reborn into more and more of our sacred self. We hear the angels on high singing at our rebirth. We feel the angels dancing around us in joy as we make these steps, as we make this endeavor to become more and more of our true self, merged with our physical presence here on earth. As earth angels, as light workers, as we hold more and more divine presence and divine love naturally in our physical bodies and our expanded energy fields. We receive now the sacred dew with gratitude into our first chakra, our root chakra, at the base of our spine, representing our physical body, our security, safety, and survival energy. This is our first rung on the God ladder. And with it comes the first rung initiation. We can be receiving many different initiations. So the first gateway initiation that goes with our root chakra is awakening us to the wonders of spiritual life. We sense the reality of the divine rungs of our God ladder, our spiritual being, our higher being. We begin this journey upwards. And we revisit this rebirth, this awakening regularly. Moving up to our second chakra in the center of our abdomen. We breathe in and receive the spiritual dew, the awakening, this electric silk sheen of elixir into our second chakra, representing our emotional body. It has to do with our appetites for food, for life, for movies, for books, for travel, for God. It's the second rung on our God ladder. And the second gateway initiation brings a glowing golden halo of enlightenment and soul love into our energy field. The wisdom of Divine Mother and Christ Self is available in our hearts. At the second gateway, initiation, we evolve beyond Earth's time-space barrier. And like each of us, we are able to experience the eternity outside of time and space. Divine love becomes more present in our hearts. Our heart chakra and throat chakra open. They become our teachers. We are immersed in love, unity, harmony, and divine wisdom. We embody soul infusion, which has radically elevated our vibration. We are sensitive to the higher worlds. We can consciously access our divine being and do miracles. We learn that miracles are our divine birthright. We glimpse other realities. We experience the angels, saints, masters, incarnations of God. Our far memory of past lives awakens. We have a different sense. We transcend earthly conventions of time and space, and we access non-local information. At the second gateway, we began the long journey of liberation from duality. And in our daily meditations, we begin to access lower samadhis and ecstatic states. We directly experience our divine inheritance. Breathing in this sacred love dew, this electric light elixir of sweetness. We breathe it into our third chakra at our solar plexus. The solar plexus connects us with our mental body, with our ego identity and power in the world. This is the third rung on the God ladder in our third gateway initiation. We are mastering detachment and surrender. We are unattached to earth life, and we have become truth tellers as our third eye opens in the third gateway. We learn about intergalactic travel, meaning we can transcend the limitations of time and space to experience the other realms, the other dimensions, the heavens. At the third gateway, the portal is open to cosmic travel, greatly expanding our identity of who we are. The multiverse is exponentially more vast than we previously imagined. So at the third gateway initiation, we consciously access and embody divine white fire of the God Self. Our understanding of Divine Father undergoes numerous radical redefinitions as our consciousness expands. Our personal God concepts dissolve, reconstruct, and dissolve again. We are challenged to drop old, rigidly calcified ideas about God as we step into a new, deconstructed world. We reinvent God over and over again. And unlike the exuberance and the excitement of the first two initiations in the first and second gateways, this one can be more sobering, it can be more rigorous. And it is liberating. We don't know how much baggage we've carried until we let it go, which is how we started today, letting go baggage. Breathing into our fourth chakra, our heart chakra. breathing in this spiritual food, this elixir, this honey of the divine into our hearts, the sacred dew. Our hearts represent our psychic and intuitional body, our love, forgiveness, compassion, wisdom. Unity consciousness and our soul's receptive principle. Our Christ self anchors here, which is especially important today as we move forward into the rebirth of our Christ self. Fourth gateway initiates experience the beginning of the great dissolve through the immaculate purity of our seventh rung fertile emptiness. Because of our spiritual discipline, sacrifice, and service, we are transcending human ego. We are returning to our God source. We have experiences of the void of all that is and begin to have an understanding of it. Disillusionment characterizes the fourth gateway. This advanced spiritual initiation can be harsh to experience. So at times, just when you think there's nothing else you can sacrifice, there's another dissolution of self. The self gets deconstructed again and again as we orient to a much larger God. We can go through a grieving process. It can feel like we've lost something. As we embrace the new emptiness, we realize that this larger space is needed to contain our expanded self. And the irony is there is much, much less of you in the expanded muchness of your true self. The fourth gateway can be very Taoist. We can go through a state of reclusivity. We may feel like we need aloneness, silence, and retreat, as emptiness, the void are our new teachers. As spiritual initiation progresses, you become increasingly transfixed by the great immensity of nothingness. Ramana Maharshi said, "Close your eyes and the whole world is full of spirit." Transcendence is our learning agenda. Next, we breathe into our throat chakra, our sixth chakra, or the sixth rung on the God ladder. Our throat represents our soul's active principle, our voice of truth in the world, our creativity, abundance, manifestation, and the power of our word. Breathe the sacred elixir of sacred dew into your throat chakra. In this place, God is no longer outside of you or separate from you. With true God union, you are scoured free of karma. You anchor God's source here on earth. You carry the seventh rung God source vibration in every atom of your body. God light is contagious. The God vibration radiates from you and multiplies across the planet energetically without words. And because you have been so focused on God's source, it can be a shocking reversal to focus on earth. You carry the vibration of the seventh rung God source freshly installed in every atom of your body, every aspect of your being. Now on this descent down the God ladder, you gradually implant that information into the earth's energy body. There is a new appreciation for earthly life. You are assimilated and integrated into your human experience. You are grounded in mature adult spirituality. Wildly in love with God, open and pliable and surrendered to God's service. Soft and ready heart to serve the good. Coming into our forehead, our third eye chakra, our sixth chakra and sixth realm on the God ladder. The pituitary gland represents our God self, our ability to transcend time and space and time travel, far memory and detachment. Our personal God concepts reside here. Our third eye opens, which means our intuitive abilities open. Our inner senses, our inner gifts open. We walk in the sacred procession. Our true being walks in the sacred procession on Christmas Eve with the others. Soul embodied, advanced initiates. We are descending the arc of the God ladder. We carry the energy of rebirth and wonder. We realize that we don't have to die for God. At this point, being spiritual can become fun. It doesn't need to be long-faced serious. We don't need to deny ourselves. We can laugh and be human. Our laughing Buddha is born. We continue to explore the senses and to contain them through our disciplines. We continue to master our physical body, our emotions, and our mind. And as we do, our three lower bodies make wonderful servants. We begin to specialize in earth love, sustaining intimacy in human relationships. Lessons of the heart and soul are our new focus. We explore our skills of human love and love of earth that are so direly needed today. We know that personal and planetary love are one. We value harmony and oneness in all relations. There is nothing left to do other than serve the human experience. Only God's service to humanity and bringing wisdom teachings through remain. Our feet are firmly planted on the ground in the here and now. And the power of the small guides us. Coming to our 7th chakra on the top of our head and the 7th realm on our God ladder. The pineal gland representing our connection with God Source, an infinite, eternal resource, energy, supply, and intelligence. Our crown chakra opens here. And as 7th gateway initiates, we walk the earth as if we had crowns on our heads with great dignity. We have discerned truth from illusion. We are liberated. We have realized blessed ordinariness, consecrating each day to God's plan. We bring our whole being to everything that we do. We bring God to every moment of our day. We carry peace and great equanimity. We embody participatory divinity. We are grounded, practical mystics who walk the spiritual talk, fully anchored on earth and in heaven. We have transcended the illusion that the divine realm is better than the earthly realm. We have learned the privilege of having a human life. To be born human is greater than the gods. Through incarnations, humans have direct access to both earthly duality and non-dual divine realms. Duality is an amazing gift that humans carry with our birth certificates. Through duality, we gain free will. We burn off the chains of karma and set entire worlds free. We have no idea what we're doing in these lives, really. We embody our physical world, our physical body, our emotions, our thoughts, our minds. We embrace the lessons, limits, and powers of each of the rung on our God ladder as we continue to carefully develop the skills to deal with both earthly and divine aspects of ourselves. We no longer polarize earthly and divine realms as good and evil. We know that it's not that simple. We're learning to decipher and to interpret the many worlds, properly assigning meaning and value to their many complexities. We are learning how to take the earth ride without falling. On the plane of duality, life is not static, steady. It's up and down. We no longer have to fight our demons. We've mastered the ride. We don't live in a vacuum, frozen in otherworldly perfection. We have problems. However, we have learned skillful means of living. We are natural, authentic, down to earth folks who laugh a lot. We are clear perceivers. We have discerned what is transient and what is eternal, what is permanent and what is passing. We understand that pain always passes. We don't confuse body pain with our identity. And while we may experience body pain, we have learned how to transcend suffering. We understand the temporary nature of earthly realm. We think of our dualized physical, emotional, and mental bodies as a privilege to carry, but as transient and passing. We don't confuse our life with our identity. We are balanced and integrated. We have transcended personal karma and live the impersonal life, serving the collective and the planet. We move with noble grace and are grounded. With expanded identity, we can experience the planet as ourselves. We process the pain of nations and the collective. Testing times that come to the planet can be processed through our bodies before the rest of society. We are spiritual champions, the first line of defense for humanity. We transmute darkness to light. We are humbly grateful for each day. We have dropped the illusion of perfection and have embraced being human as a privilege. I never would have loved so well if I hadn't been so broken. As Rumi says, the broken place is where the light gets in. We deal with our emotions, our bodies, and our minds appropriately, never confusing our earthly equivalent with our true identity. We have melted the frozen stiffness of memorized spiritual rules, dogma, and catechism. We have a human, living spirituality. We abide in the indwelling bliss regardless of outer circumstances. We are independently contained and universally sustained. And now, as each of our chakras are bathed in this radiant electric white light, we are blessed and renewed. And the angels have a message for us in this state of loving oneness and connection. They say, "Beloved one, beloved of God, child of the Most High, delight of the heavens. We honor you as we call forth the blessing of oneness in this opening of radiant love. So let go. Trust, breathe, relax, open, receive, love, give. You are the blessing and the gift to yourself and all you know who call you friend. You are being born anew as the sun and the stars shine. With each breath, you are becoming more of your true self in heaven. Old beliefs and what that means. Old beliefs of what that means and what is possible are falling away as new experiences of divine love expand within your body and soul. Can you feel this expansion of divine love in your heart? Invite divine love to flow to every cell of your physical body, healing, balancing, and youthing your body. Invite that sacred love dew to radiate into your emotional body. balancing, restoring empowerment, expanding your sensations of pleasure, joy, love, and delight. Invite sacred love to permeate your thoughts, uplifting you to divine mind, to higher consciousness, to infinite presence and oneness, in omniscience as your new state of being. Everything is possible. So right now, dream big. Allow your heart to open to the vision that Spirit has for you. Relax and trust as you open into this vision, imagining your greatest contribution to 2018 as if you were looking back on it. So this time next year, looking back at 2018, imagine, what is your greatest contribution to earth, to life, to yourself, to heaven? How will you shine brighter? Notice, is the light on inside your head? With your eyes closed, is the light on? You're shining. How can you shine brighter? How will you play bigger to expand your gifts and your presence? How will you be of greater service? What is Spirit calling you to manifest? Who do you need to become to call it forth? Who is here to support you? Which angels, masters, spirit guides, incarnations of God are here for you? Which humans? I am. Put me on your list. We are. Put us all on your list. Who else? And claim that so it is in your heart, in your body, in your emotions, in your mind, in your life, in your energy field. So it is. I claim it now. Feel it present in your life. Feel this energy expanding out into your life, touching all of the circumstances in your life, allowing your life to come into alignment with everything that you need. What is it that you need? Imagine this expansion of self right now going before you in life, attracting to you everything that you need right now. Like the ripples when you throw a pebble into a still pond, like the ripples going through the pond. Imagine this presence of you rippling out into your physical world all around you, magically, miraculously adjusting life, making it simpler, making it more supportive, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in our relationships, in our financial life, in our emotional life, in our health. We are master souls living in the earth, living on the earth, learning as we go, learning to bring the truth of who we are into our physical body, walking the earth, being the blessing, being the treasure, being the gift. Each one of us has the ability to lift the collective consciousness. Each of us has the ability to infuse blessings into our country, into our political system, just through the power of our prayer and intention. Each of us has the ability to send divine energy through our body, down through our feet into Mother Earth, nurturing and blessing her, blessing the earth where we live, blessing our continent, our hemisphere, our planet, our mother. We are far more powerful master souls than we could ever imagine as our little human being, ego self, personality self. And as initiates, we are learning more and more of who we truly are and letting go of the limitation of who we're not. This is the greatest blessing we are receiving in this winter solstice, taking out the trash of who we are not, stepping into the solar return of who we are. We are the sun. The sun of our being is expanding every day between now and the summer equinox, growing every day to become more and more radiant, more present, more of a blessing. So in this place of blessing, move your feet on the ground, wiggle your fingers, breathe. Slowly and gently open your eyes and bring this goodness present in this moment now with us. And so it is.